Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here or if you're a returning viewer, welcome back. So for today's video, I thought I'd share with you guys an anatomy study that I did digitally, which is something I actually don't usually do. As you guys will know, if you've seen my older videos, I usually do all my anatomy studies on my sketchbook, but I know most people do their artwork, or a lot of people anyways, do their artwork digitally nowadays, either on their laptop or on iPad. So what I'm doing right now is showing you guys how easy it is to do it digitally. So this one right now I'm doing on Photoshop, and then later on I'm going to show you guys how I did it on iPad. So for this one, I am using the anatomy study book by Dr. Paul Richer, and this one is a plate 23, bones of the upper limb, page 161. So yeah, usually how I do my anatomy studies, it's very different from how you're usually taught, where you start off with the bigger shapes first and then going into the smaller shapes. With how I do anatomy studies, I actually do it bone by bone or muscle by muscle, which might be wrong, but that's just how I do it. That's like, it just helps me remember it better that way, I find. So yeah, as right now, as you guys will see here, so I started off with the clavicle, and then I inserted the smaller bones, and then right now I'm doing the humerus. So that's how I know that's probably the wrong way to do it, but like I said, that's just how my brain kind of processes this anatomy studies, like to make me remember it better. So yeah, I'm gonna shut up right now so you guys will see what I'm doing, and then I'll talk later on if there's something that I want to say. All right. I forgot to add that the canvas size for this work that I'm doing right now is 8.5 by 11 inches. And I'm just using the basic soft round brush on Photoshop. As you guys will see later on as I go forward with this drawing, that my proportion is probably really off. But with this anatomy studies, one thing I can tell you guys is don't be too concerned too much with, oh, it doesn't look too proportional. Like if you're off by, like a few centimeters or whatever, I don't think it really matters, because what you're after is not like a perfect drawing really, but just really for you to know this part, right? So as long as you're getting that into your brain, and even if maybe your sizing is not that accurate with the bones or the muscles, as long as it looks pretty okay, then I say go for it. And as you will see here, because my proportion for sure for the humerus and the ulna and the um, radius are not proper. I ran out of space for the bones of the hand. So I'm just like, you know what? Whatever. I'll just keep going at it. So, and that's what I did. All right. And as you guys can see, I even on Photoshop I erase a lot. Like I mean, I know I said that it shouldn't really matter if your proportions a bit off, but you know, like because here now I'm kind of putting the, I guess, the skin on top of the bone, so I still have to make sure it looks kind of okay. I mean, you're gonna see later on it's still a bit distorted, but that's why I'm erasing a lot, just because I do want it to still look like a human arm, right? So, all right. And now I did switch to I think the hard round brush, just because now I'm doing a bit of the shading on the bones, and that's the only reason really. Because and I think I made the brush size just a bit smaller, just so that I can get, you know, like a really fine lines. But yeah, otherwise you can still use the same brush and just make the the brush size smaller, right? Like I just thought I'd switch to the hard round. I think that's what I did anyway. All right. I must admit that doing the shading is always like my favorite part of this drawings, just because I think that's when it kind of comes alive for me. Like even just the basic anatomy studies that I usually do. That's why even when I'm just using the pencil, I would smudge, like smudge the marks, just, you know, to kind of give it that bit of a three-dimensionality. Even though really for this anatomy studies, you obviously don't need to do that, right? So. Okay, so now I'm labeling the bones on this drawing. I basically added another layer to do that, and that's where I did all the writing stuff. And now I'm labeling the smaller bones of the hand and the wrist and all that. But I don't think I was able to do all of them. Yeah, just because I just thought, whatever. But yeah, I tried to label as much as I could, as you guys will see there, right? Like, the what are these words? Oh my gosh, pisiform and decapitate and all that. But otherwise, yeah, I wasn't able to label all of them. But that's all right. And that's the last bone that I did. And now this is the finished drawing. And so now we're gonna go to the Procreate one, and this is just a quick time lapse. As you guys will see, another arm drawing, but this time the muscles. And that is it. Thank you guys if you've made it this far. And as always, if you have any questions, please feel free to comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe.